We're playing on the latest public release version. It's the same version as I've been playing with friends. It might just be it's a wasteland biome, or you're confusing wasteland and burnt forest biomes, and maybe they've removed wasteland biome. But yeah, it's a biome. Most of the buildings are trashed, and they are just burnt, infected, and all of the trees are charcoal. Or just dead. Wasteland is the one they kept. Okay, so it's a wasteland biome then. Sorry for the confusion. Right, everything looks okay down here. Let's make some frames. I need this to go back a little bit further. More reasons. Ladder's coming down on that side, so I'm going to want a candle on this side. There are definitely burnt zombies in vanilla. Both variants of it. So the actually on fire burnt zombie and the kind of smouldering burnt zombie. Picking over there, and since Sheilab needs some feathers, I need to see if I can get it. That's already moved on. Annoying. We're also going to need to consider building a horde base in the not too distant future. You can actually force the game to make burnt forests. One of the files in the world folder is the biome map, and if you modify it in a graphic editor and paint a portion of it pink before loading the world, they will force it to create the area as burnt forest. Oh, right, that's interesting. So they've just changed the generator, but the assets are all still there. Maybe they intend to bring it back in. Who knows? We need to eat again soon. I noticed you're using the old ladders that need nails to make. No, they don't. Unless I'm shockingly mistaken. Just needs wood. So the shape picker for regular wood frames, there is a ladder shape now that works exactly the same way. Frame. How much does a frame require? So the ladders are 1 wood more expensive then. But thank you very much for drawing my attention to that. I was aware that there was a ladder frame shape. I just didn't realise there was any particular reason to use it. I was like, oh, you know, I can just use a ladder. Well, I appreciate the heads up, though. Yeah. What type of writing do you do, Synthetic Samurai? I believe I've asked that before. I do apologize for forgetting the answer. Oh, your sheeple, thank you ever so much for the 5 gift subs there. That's incredibly, incredibly kind of you. Diolch. Oh, level up. Excuse me. I think there's a couple of things I want to start putting points into. Huntsman is one of them. Lucky Looter is another. Salvage operation. I don't have a wrench, so popping points into that right now is not useful to me. Sheilab has a wrench. Oh, nice. Maybe going for pay dirt, because I'm going to start wanting a lot of rock soon. To start upgrading all of this to cobble as soon as I can. You write cyberpunk action stories. That is fantastic. I'm a big fan of that genre. Do we have any more food, I wonder? I think Sheilab is probably making some right now. Yes. Marvellous. If you don't mind, I will snag one of those eggs and bakey straight away. I'm going to go and get some chrysanthemums if I can, so you can make some red tea for efficient digestion. I should play the Darkness Falls mod. Someone else was mentioning that earlier. Be honest, I don't really see too much of a reason to jump into a mod just before a new version of the base game comes out, because then I would want to stop playing the mod in order to fully experience the new base game. But they have definitely added that mod to my radar for now. Thanks. I didn't need to know that. Sheeple, I was blissfully ignorant. Why have you shared this cursed knowledge? I don't know. Right. Could you perhaps use those chrysanthemums to make some delicious, delicious tea? Sorry about the sniffles there. Darkness Falls is really neat. I wish they'd implemented as good a useful learned recipe into base game. I will have to look into that. Alright, I'm going to gobble that down. Alright, there we are. Thank you, Sheilab. Right, efficient digestion. Then gobble that. Off we go. Back to my cave. What level am I? I am... Oh, sorry. Currently level 5. Oh, actually, do I have any... I don't have any stones. I don't know why I came back down here, because I need to upgrade some stuff before I... need to take some stuff up to cobble before I start filling in the walls. Undead Legacy is an amazing mod pack, yeah. Yeah, I'm really fond of Undead Legacy. But generally speaking, when I stream things, especially where I feel that the game is not as well known and there's a good chance that people who are completely unfamiliar with it will discover it for the first time, I try to focus on the vanilla. Especially where some of the mods are very drastic departures from the vanilla. Because it just makes things a little bit more easy to follow for new players. level is Sheelab at the moment? Sheelab is level 4. Now then, cobble rocks, please. Still will only give me 8 tiles, so I do need more. But as we've been sharing some... Oh, damn it. I need to repair you. As we've been sharing different survival crafter games in chat this evening, if any of you are on the Dapperdale Discord, then please do pop the names of any games that you've listed into the suggestions channel. I would very much like to check them out. Yeah, the learn by doing. I am always going to be a fan of learn by doing, even though that does lead to some hilarious ways to break progression in games. Sometimes it's just nice to do things like that. You know, there's reasons why Morrowind is my favorite Elder Scrolls game. What's the plan for my base? Well, right now I'm just making a little bunker outside Jen's. It's no real plan beyond that. I'm just playing around with making something fun to look at. In terms of the Horde base, probably... probably looking at getting a... If I can get a robotic sledge, then a walkway that will allow me to attack enemies as they are approaching. A robotic sledge to kind of thin them out, so it's like a trickle feeder to keep the numbers more manageable for me. And then following that up with a... let's think. Probably something along the lines of a... stilted platform initially, room eventually, defend from there. Though I am actually very fond of designs which use water and more of a sunk path to the attack room. I'm a big fan of that, actually. And then, you know, with the water you also use electric fences and the like. You can make a very, very fun little area. Sounds like there's a bit of rain outside. Think what I want. Found a zombie. Ooh, found a zombie cop. Sheelab close. Oh, Sheelab's quite far away. I would not be able to help. Running away does appear to be the correct course of action. Kind of need a half wedge, I think. But generally, when I play games like this, I don't play to be the most efficient. So you know, just. Forewarned is forearmed on that one. I'm gonna get that one out of the way nice and early, because I realize it can be a little bit disappointing when people have been watching for a while. They're like, why aren't you doing this? This is a much better way of achieving that goal. I enjoy clever systems, definitely, but there is also a certain part of me that's you know, goes for the aesthetic over other things. And there is absolutely a certain degree of rule of cool trumps any degree of efficiency. I mean, there are obviously, lines in the sound where it's like, yeah, look, it looks cool, but it will fail. I'm not going to intentionally do something I know won't work, but I will experiment a lot. There we are. With builds, and I'm not too focused on making sure that everything is going to work as well as it possibly could. There we go. I can sink in a nice little candle there so that the way down is lit. Shake Toad. Yeah, no. I mean, some people say that and genuinely feel that way, unironically. Why aren't you playing the game the right way? That is to say, the way I would play it. I think most people aren't quite that bad, but even if they do get a little bit vexed by people making things harder for themselves than they need to be. But yeah, I do like to just drop that out there every now and then. Like in Oxygen Not Included, for example. There are quite a lot of things which absolutely work in the game, but I tend not to do them because they just feel exploity. Like I'm exploiting like the rules as written rather than as intended. It's like I'm rules lawyering the game on how, I don't know, gases and material interactions occur. It's clearly not what was intended, but the simulation had to be given shortcuts to try and make the computation manageable for any realistic machine. I tend to veer away from those, and in some cases it means having to build something far more complicated. Like in Factoria, before the train station change was brought in, where a station could request a certain number of trains programmatically. There were mods out there to make smart train systems which would have proper routing and stuff like that. And I didn't tend to use them because I could achieve that effect within game. It just, it was kind of a clunky way of doing it. And my usual solutions were less smart trains and more smart rails. The trains themselves were dumb as a brick, but the rails, however, were analysing the trains and working out what cargo they had and where they needed to be dispatched to based on the requests that were coming down the rail network. I've got another level 4 pipe baton, but I don't think Shelab's going to need that. Chop this tree down while I'm here. In short, your fun doesn't come from efficiency. You'll do whatever is most fun. Yeah, exactly. I mean, it depends on my mood. Sometimes I'm really up for efficiency. Like, honestly, if it's a coding game, like Screeps or Bitburner, then I'm all about the efficiency. And I will spend an enormous amount of time rewriting or refactoring code for no real practical benefit, just to make it ever so slightly more elegant and efficient. But that's where I get the fun out of playing that kind of game. Right, Shelab is actually right next to me right now. Are you in this building right now, Shelab? Did you have the same quest? No, you're on the other side of the area. You're being snuck up on by a Mo, Shelab. And another one as well. I'll deal with the Mo. In fact, I'll try and deal with both. Womp in the face. Womp in the face. Womp in the shoulder. In the face. And again. There we go. Done and done. I've actually got a quest here, if you'd like me to share it with you. Oh, Creeper, thank you very much for the 8 months, buddy. Do you fancy doing this quest at all? Oh, Sheila has to stop to reply to me every time I ask a question. Check I do actually. No, I haven't seen your quest, Sheila. Or no, I do. Never mind. I do have that quest. It's just I must have accepted it a while ago. Right. Yeah, different colours stand for different levels of quality in the game. Okay. Ready to go? It's a nice, simple, clear quest. Already got a sleeper. She is dealt with. Already over encumbered. By all means, just throw down a quick chest behind you and just dump your stuff into it. We may as well both do it. I'm not totally over encumbered, but I do have a lot of crap on me. So I'll work on that as well. I'll just drop it behind you, rather by this bin. Gonna unlock it. Gonna drop my junky stuff into it. Grab those stones back so I can make some more arrows on the fly. There we go. The bars on the bottom, yeah, the purple one is experience points, and it's the largest bar. The blue and the green are hydration and satiety, respectively. This game does like many survival games and believes that you are starving if you haven't eaten a meal in the last 3 hours. It's a little bit frustrating. It's not quite as egregious as that, but it's definitely along the lines of, you haven't eaten in a day, you're basically dying. Which vexes me beyond words. Apparently Sheila just cleared this point of interest. I thought that might have been the case when I saw you outside. On the plus side, it means we're going to be able to get the loot twice, so... And that is a viable way of playing this game, is going through points of interest, and when you get the quest, quickly clear the point of interest first. And then go back in and clear it again with the quest, because the moment you take the quest, the whole point of interest regenerates. I'm going to just preempt my knife breaking, and I'm just going to repair it now. However, one thing I will say is typically I find that if you just run the quest, the time you save on clearing a place completely twice, you could do another quest, and that is almost always worth doing. Slowly. Okay. There's nothing there. I'm crouching, or I will in a moment. I really wish you could climb stairs quietly. So annoying that you can't. There is one zombie over there I can see from the red dot on the map. Okay, that annoyed everyone. Naughty man. Okay, we're clear now. Poor Sheila, but on the line shit. Oh, Athena's having a bad dream. Sheila, give me just a second. What's wrong, Athena? Sorry about that, chat. Ares was having a bit of a bad dream. He was chirping in his sleep. So I just woke him up. Gave him a stroke. And now he's gone back to sleep again. Oh. Sounds like quite a few zombies are angry with us. I've returned at an awkward moment. Hello, Demi. How you doing? Ooh, lockpicks. Nice. Any other shinies? Backpack? It's fine. The sound of approaching zombies kept us company. How marvellous. Where would the treasure room in this place be? I mean, this can't possibly be the treasure room, surely. Oh, it's in there. I see, I see, I see. Hi. So clear. Nope. Hello. Wow, that attack there, Sheila, was fantastic. Really? 4 or 5 of them. Rude. Fine, I'm gonna go down. We've already completed the mission, so it's not an issue. You know, the only ones that can sneak in from the back. I heard Sheila readying her bow. I do really like how they've made animation blending. How they've worked on that. They've done a fantastic job of making it so that the zombies don't just like spontaneously switch animations that they're in, but instead actively like transition from walking to crawling in a much more meaningful way. I really, really like the work that they've done on the animation blending. That was a big payoff. So many friends, yeah, I know, right, Demi? It's wild. Ooh, another fire axe in here. Sheila? You can grab that one. Rather than me taking it out and then giving it to you. I'll just go through, have a quick look. Might be able to get some acid or beaker. No, just some blue. That's fine, though. There's a couple of things in the machines back here, I think. One of those moments you wish for a nice explosive. Nah. I tend to be very ammo reserved. Maybe too ammo reserved. It's kind of like the whole, you know, I'll die with a inventory full of potions. But I tend not to use any kind of explosives or bullets if I really don't need to. Okay, right, well I'm going to empty out the... Oh, goodness me. First I'm going to stock stuff up so that they merge. We'll grab all of the food. You grab a bunch of stuff. I was certain I heard a zombie behind me. I did. Where are you? Are you in there? No. Yep. I respect that. I also just really respect an exploding crossbow bolt in a crowd. Wow. You know what? I don't think I've ever used the exploding crossbow bolts. Are we supposed to be able to hear Sheila? Because I can't. No, 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 no. Sheila isn't talking right now because she's still sick. She has spontaneous coughing fits. So she doesn't want to panic anyone in chat. Oh wow, Sheila, you did an amazing job. Carrying everything. I've got 6 spots in my inventory at least that I can carry things from. So if you want to drop some stuff off to make room for yourself. Yeah, I can't pick these up. Oh, there we go. Apparently, I actually can't pick these up. Hello? Come into my inventory. There we go. Okay. Right. Shall we make our way back to the trader? Oh, no, actually, you're tier 1 clear. We can go and do that right now if you want. Fine with it if you'd like to. It's if we go back to the trader and come back, it might take us a little bit too long. Bend Horde Trader. Sadly cannot. Trader kicks out. Trader is very unsympathetic. Oh, power electronics, not a bad one. Yeah, we'll prop together a chest once we get there. That's not an issue. Yeah, considering how Lady Sheilab always has these super bright, super eye-catching colours for her hair on characters in games, and always the same one, always purple, do you feel that she should feel emboldened and that dyeing her hair purple in real life is absolutely acceptable? So I'm fairly certain, based on things she said in the past, she would like to. She just isn't sure that she should. I feel that there is nothing wrong with purple hair. Dyeing your hair purple is always acceptable. Well done, chap. It's never necessary, but it is always acceptable. I agree. Also, this gives me the added benefit that should I ever lose her in a crowd at a concert or something, it'll be much easier to find her. That being said, going for a bright purple might actually make you more difficult to find in a crowd. Depending on the crowd. It might actually make you blend in even more. Right, is this a clear? It is indeed a clear. Sheilab, you can have point, since it's your quest. I'm going to totally drink this yucca juice. And then I am totally going to grab a... I'm not going to drink... eat a can of... No. Cat food, no. I've got friends who did that on stream for bits. And it was like, no. What have you become? I can just now envision chat like Mr. Burns feeding Homer pennies to do random silly stuff. It's like, no. Don't let Mr. Burns dictate what you eat. It's definitely a couple over by Sheilab right now. Bright colours also signal to any real-life zombies that you're poisonous. That is true. That is a very good point. If, like, the zombie virus doesn't actually just make you a bloodthirsty killer, but instead... Oh, hello. Make you more animalistic, like, you know, just revert you to lizard brain, then having extremely bright yellow and red hair would probably... What on... Really? You were in... What is the... And it's a hazmat zombie. What is this place? Sheila, where have you brought me? I'm starting to get seedy vibes from this place. Those are steamed out mirrors with a single... Zoe Salon. Okay, so... I'm not necessarily If this was some sort of, you know... I could see why people would be in little booths with a single seat staring at, but I can't see why zombies would be in them. And certainly not for a hairdressing salon. It's starting to make more sense now, but what kind of salon was it? Like, this, it looks like a shower thing for washing their hair. Why were they behind the mirror? How did they get there? What is the story of this point of interest? They all have stories, and I want to know what this story is. Because right now, it's not making any sense to me. You got a shot on that one, Sheila? Yeah, talking about dyeing hair, and we end up in the salon. Is there anything in here? No. Okay. So a couple of false walls, definitely. You don't live behind a mirror? Odd. No. Of course I don't. I used to, and I tricked the person who didn't into switching places with me. Since then, I've been living the high life. They keep looking at me really sad, but I try to not think about it too much. They had their chance. They lived in the light for long enough. It's my time now. And I'm not going back in that mirror. Okay, up we go. Dunk, dunk. I disapprove. And if you're wondering why I constantly destroy those items on the floor, is because they actually create quite a lot of noise. So if you're trying to be stealthy, you really want to destroy those whenever you see them. We've got 3 confirmed Zeds over here. I'll just get rid of the things on the floor. You can use your primitive bow to go for the one over there. I kind of feel like they shouldn't give us a radar for the zombies. It would make these clear quests so much more fun. But there isn't an option to turn it off that I'm aware of. Or a mod that I've come across that would turn it off. I would turn off the zombie radar in a heartbeat. Right, the other 2 are just around that corner, Sheelab. I'm going to go for a shot. Oh, he woke up. Is he feral? No. Good. Got one more. Have you killed? No, you haven't taken that one out yet. There you go. Complete. Those arrows while I can. Looming mesh mod. Okay. Popping pills. Medical supplies right next to it. Kind of redundant. 4 bites. Now, always worth having a look. Don't think that one's going to break easily. But there can quite often be something hidden in those. Usually, though, if there is, it'll be easier to destroy. Not always, but it's a good rule of thumb. That if it has, like, a metallic or a stony sound when you try to break it, that it's probably not hiding something. Whereas if it's got a wooden sound, it likely is. But it isn't a guarantee, because some of them are genuinely metallic. So sometimes it's worth just destroying them, but if you've got a metal pickaxe, then you can do so with like 1 or 2 swings, so it's worth doing. So why am I using that axe instead of this one? Oh, parts. Ooh. Oh, it's a pipe rifle is better than the pipe machine gun. So, Sheelab, you're more than welcome to this if you'd like it. Definitely popping on these ski goggles until I can find some nerdy glasses. And poof, goes the backpack. Yes. Once we get outside, I'll drop the rifle for you. Oh, no, you like the machine gun better? Okay, cool. Then I will hold on to this. I still think pipe weapons are basically newbie traps, though. I haven't changed my mind about that. It's just the pipe rifle is probably the least newbie trappy of them. Sheelab prefers the pipe machine gun, though. What's the damage that the pipe machine gun does per shot? Because the pipe rifle here does 48.8. It's going to be a hell of a lot slower, though, because the reload on a pipe weapon is garbage. Like, actually offensively slow. Yeah, you probably do quite a lot more damage as a consequence of that. Okay, let me first dump things and then grab things. Yoink. You grab wherever you can. Oh, have we got any more? Oh, I don't think we do. I was going to say, if we've got any more... do you mind if I drop some things to you? If we had... some steroids, I would just carry everything back. That sorts my equipment out, at least mostly. I am 9 items over encumbered, so I should be able to move reasonably well. Have I got your wrench right now, Sheila? Thank you very much, Draco. Oh, we picked another up. That's awesome. Okay, then we can use this to make a workbench once one of us has the skills for it. Alright, let's just get back to the base as quickly as we can. We can hand in the quests on the morrow. Also, for tonight, I will probably hide out on top of the structure, so I can go on a tea break, and I will make Lady Sheila a drink, and myself, of course. It's a little bit past the 3-hour mark, but that's fine. It's nice to go AFK during night time when I don't really want to be doing much anyway. Aavak's turn to be MVT, indeed. Anytime you're not using a pipe weapon as a long-range weapon, you're putting yourself in extreme danger. Yes. I mean, if you had the inventory space for a pipe shotgun, just for that sudden DPS, or rather sudden burst damage, maybe. Big bloody maybe, though. I would not personally rate it. I think a pipe shotgun is going to make you overconfident and then you're just going to die. I would rather have a single knife than a pipe shotgun to deal with a group of enemies coming my way. Hey, Jen.
You are quite the daring adventurer. Good job.
Kill it. See, that looks like it would work. That one looks like it might work for all skills, which is definitely something I'm interested in.
Don't look so good. You might want to get some antibiotics for that.
Jen.
Now that you have some money to spend, something you'd like. We're running a 10% off sale for the rest of the day.
No, I'm good, thank you. Use both of these. Chunk and chunk. But I don't know if the brawler skill only kicks in if you're brawling. Let's drop everything off, and anything else I can drop off as well.
Trader Joel's is now closed.